Struggles, struggles. We all are having struggles. We just got to get through it. You know, I've had struggles. I just had to make my way and figure out what I'm going to do. And it's not easy. It's not easy when something is there and it's in the wrong place, or maybe you don't have enough money and you got to figure it out. And sometimes it takes a couple of days, or weeks maybe, and then all of a sudden a light bulb hits, or you've been putting it down on paper and you've been balling up the paper and throwing it in the trash can, and then all of a sudden there's some thing that pops into your mind and you go, oh, I can do it this way. Why didn't I see that before? And it's not that God or anybody up there, angels, want you to struggle, but he wants you to know he's there and you can call on him and you can keep calling on him, and he's not going to get upset about you calling all the time, okay? Probably the one person in the universe that he has made that you can contact and say, I'm having an issue. And sometimes he sits back, okay, and you have to figure out, what am I doing? Okay, so he's just sitting back with his donut and cup of coffee, or he went out to his businesses that he owns to buy lunch or whatever he's doing, and he sees you, he hears everybody and everything. But he wants to know, what are you going to do? Or when are you going to call on me? So we all have struggles. I've been on that struggle bus. I jumped to the struggle train. I've been on the plane. But I'm going to tell you something. It just kind of made me mad. Like, I got to get out of this. I'm not going to be like this. I'm going to straighten myself out. Or I'm going to straighten whatever needs to be straightened out to get back or to do what I want to do. It was like I told you, I walked off from teaching. I never really wanted to teach in a classroom. I knew the way my mind was set up that I needed a business on my own, and it was just not, I wanted to be what I'm going to be. And I wanted to try different things. And I needed to set up my business so that I can see us as a family trying different things, which is virtually what my parents did. In order to make money, they did everything. I told you, they went from here, they did cooking, they did cleaning, they did this, they did that. My dad opened a car dealership. I mean, it was just on and on and on. He went into the military before I was born. He was a career officer, and then he finally retired last year. But he still ran things. My mom had put her foot down and said, I'm not moving anymore. And so that's when they had started purchasing a house. He went off to where he was supposed to go, and then he would come back during leave. Because she didn't want me to just keep running around all across the world. It was nice, but, you do get a little tired of it. After you've seen that country about 5 times or wherever they send you, sometimes most of the time you don't get a choice. You can't really say where you're going, but most of the time it was, different places, different kids, different school, different people, and but she was done. And she's had her struggles. My dad had his struggles. They're 2 different types of people when they met, with 2 different types of income, one low, one super high, and they just meshed. They've had their issues. Everybody's had a struggle somewhere. And we got to realize this. Sometimes we think we're the only one, and you're not the only one. As long as you believe that, and then you always get to a point that I'm going to get out of this. You got to tell yourself that. If you keep sitting there, you're not going to get out of there. If you keep laying up in the bed, you're not going to get out of there. If you keep covering up your head and looking out the window, if you want to, even if you're retired, you want to go out and get an extra little job just to have fun, go. Don't sit there. Quit sitting there. Maybe you need to meet your neighbors. Do you know one of your neighbors? There's neighborhoods where people do not even know the person next door to them or across the street, which is dangerous today. It was dangerous back then, but it's really dangerous today. You need to know who's around you. Sometimes you need to know people so that if you have an emergency, whether you live at home alone or not, that they're going to kind of look at the house and go, I haven't seen that car roll out. Or there's a strange car in that yard. Who is it? Do you see anybody? Have somebody looking out. That people, if they do pass away, they won't be in there till all of a sudden 2 or 3 weeks somebody goes, have you heard, the relatives or blah blah blah, or maybe they had a medical emergency and somebody could have gotten to them. So always check your neighbors, introduce yourself. Also be careful, because some people, we know there's scammers and there's people out there. You be a judge of good character. If you got this weird feeling, even when you walk by, and I have them, okay, I'm like, bye, just leave them alone. Okay, just leave them alone. But, if you're out walking your dog or your cat or your chicken, whatever you do, okay, and just wave, learn to wave a little bit, talk a little bit if you can. If not, you can move on. Don't take it personally. We take everything personally. Do not take it personally. That's on them. If they don't want to speak to you, that's on them. You just remember next time, I don't have to speak, and I'm happy, and I'm joyous, and I'm here with the Lord, and that's nice. You got to answer for that, because he sure is going to ask you, how come you didn't speak to that person? What was your problem? Everything we do down here, he's going to ask you why. Can you explain why you did something? And don't dwell on the past. Past will hold you back. Yes, we made some bad mistakes. Okay, you made money mistakes. You did things you probably regret. Okay, people have been blowing money at strip clubs, years ago, and now there's no money. Some people have no savings because they just blew it all. When you're young, you're throwing stuff away. You bought that car you shouldn't have bought, or something went wrong. You bought that house when it was almost 8% interest, and now it's kind of lowering itself, which I knew it was going to start moving down. But see, now nobody can hardly buy a house, and it's hard to sell them. But don't regret. Don't feel like you got to struggle all the time. Just work on it, organize yourself, and get where you need to go. So I was talking to we were all sitting around on the couch, and they like my kids and family. We were talking, and they like where I showcased, which I always, but I played with different people's savings challenges type of thing. And I said that was okay. It was just overwhelming because it was too many at one time. I'd go, it was like, oh. And so we decided that we would showcase a channel. Okay, and that would give that person that exposure on the channel, if they're on Etsy or Amazon or wherever we got it. And I told you, I am on the no spin. My kids are buying things. I got a bunch of Etsy stuff and everything, but this came in because they had ordered it. What I did on Etsy, which I've been doing before I even started the no spin, is I mark what I want, to come back to. And so they've taken it on themselves to look in there and see what did I mark or who did I mark, and let's go to this channel. A lot of my parents and my cousins, they love channels, and they look at them. They got this, some of them, they said, did you see this person? And the person may not be debt free, but they're working on it. And that's what they like. They're working on it. You're trying. You're not just sitting there. Okay. You're trying, you're documenting your struggles, your pain, and they feel like they can connect to you. So this is my abundance rock if you haven't seen it. And it just reminds me because I picked things up like, and I love rocks. My mother thought I was going to be a geologist when I got older. And I said, oh no, you know. I said, I'm not climbing all over the place. But anyway, this is from, let me make sure I got everything. Okay, this is a budgeter on here that I subscribe to. And it is, so I'm going to just show, what is it? Budget Craft by Kendra. So I get the name. I know her name. Budget Craft by Kendra. She has an Etsy shop. And she had sent stickers. Let's see which way that goes. Me and butterflies. Okay, I think it's like that. And then this, I try not to talk too loud. A camera that has, I mean, it's really, but she bought those. You know, when I first got stickers, I was looking at them like, whoa, oh, I got to glue these on somewhere. I didn't know they pulled off. See, that's what you should do when new people come on. They got questions and they're too embarrassed to ask. And she sent this. One's for February and one's for March, which will be good. Remember, I finished up the savings challenge. Remember? So I think I'll put that in there because we actually finished 2. I found another one that I didn't know I had all the money was there, but I didn't mark the challenge. So I was marking, and I said all the money is there. It even had an extra dollar bill in there. So I finished 2 so far this month. So that was from I keep wanting to say Budget by Kendra. Budget Craft by Kendra. And so what I had marked before, we're going to do today, the Disney villains, because my mama has informed me that if we're going to Puerto Rico, okay, you know she's stopping at Disney World, right? So I got to get that anyway. So I remember my Disney vacation binder, but I'm also going, thank God it was here, but even if it wasn't here, I wasn't going to buy another Disney binder. I'm trying not to rebuy things. Right now, it's more channel to help you out. Okay, so she had this with the scratch off, and it's a little, you put your money back in here. It's a pocket, of course. You put your money in there. It's an A6. And then I love anime stuff. So she has Save 500. Now, you can order this with the sticker on it. But see, my table shakes, you know, and then I'm shaking them over there. So we're just kind of like, you know, it doesn't work sometimes. But anyway, so she has this with the stickers on it. You can order because a lot of you like the scratch off. And I think she has lower denominations. Kendra right under the thing so they can see. Anyway, and then the month ahead this one's $500. But I think she has lower. I can't remember. But they all have where you can put the money in. These. So this one, they'll be in different places. You'll see them. This is for the vacation trip to Disney World. This is in my month ahead binder. I'm going to put it in there. And this will be somewhere. It won't be in my sinking fund binder, but it'll be somewhere. I'll put it somewhere, I promise. Okay, so let's get started with this one right here. We'll do shopping and see what's going on with my marker. So let's see how much money I got. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. We got 90. Yeah, 90. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do, maybe I'll do the scratch off first. All right, I will be brave. I'll do the scratch off for last. So we got 30, we got 25. We'll start with the low one. 25 there. Okay. On that one. All right. And on this one, do We'll do 30. I'll be brave. 30. And some of you, that are new to scratch offs or whatever, you also, once you get done with the scratch off, you can reuse it most of the time. Okay, so that's the month ahead. This is the shopping, which we really need to do. And it's any type of shopping. I don't care what it is. Could be clothes, could be anything. And we're going to go, where's my little thing here? Okay, let's see what number is going to come up. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, there goes the wiggle. Wiggle those toes, people. Okay, we got $10 in this one. So we did good. $10. There we go. All right. So we are finished with this. And Budget Crafts by Kendra. Miss Kendra. So anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. Go to her Etsy shop. Enjoy yourself. Or just look around and browse. If you want me to do a showcase, tell me. But it's free of charge. There you go. So she gave me those, and so I'll figure out what I want on that. So take care. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy everything. And have a wonderful day through the struggles. We got this. Remember, we're on a debt-free year. And if it's not debt-free, we're almost going to be a debt-free year. And you got, I hope, abundant check. Yeah, budget. But abundant check, if you bought one of those or you made one of those and put your number there. I lowballed it with the 31,000. That's what came into my mind. And I went, okay. Because I was going to put it larger. And then it was like, because I didn't know last year went way big, and I had my own personal abundant check then. I think I put 20,000 on it last year, and it was 142,000, I'd say. So, we don't know what's going to happen, and you work it out. Abundance comes from you working, getting gifts, miracles, whatever, okay? But you have to do your part. You may want to go get another job. You may just want to do extra work. You do what you have to do to help out with that miracle, okay? Because miracles, sometimes they come through you because everything is possible, right? Take care. Love you all. Hope the people that are feeling bad, you get well soon. Praying for you and some of your family members. Miss D, I hope your sister, I keep praying for her. And there's some other people you're going through the struggles, with your kids having medical issues. You got these colds and stuff that's going. It's just going this year. So take care. I'm praying. The rest of us are praying. Prayer warriors are on the job. Take care. Bye-bye.